He's playing NFL and all that, and I need to get this one done, but this one's going in Street Scenes magazine.
Hey guys, we're still up here in North Florida, and there's a place here we're at, and they always have these old cars, and they have them out front, and they have a yard in the back, and I don't know why. So we're gonna stop in here. We just checked out that El Camino, the 64 El Camino. So let's go and see if there's somebody here we can talk to. Maybe they'll let us shoot some of the old cars they have. All right. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. Hey guys, we're at a place called Bennett's Paint and Body Shop, and it's in a real small town up in North Florida outside of Gainesville. And this guy here, he has always built old street rods. He did some insurance work, but he's going to go back to building street rods. And I saw the place driving by. We've been driving by it, going up to April's property now for about, I don't know, a month or something. But I finally decided I'm gonna stop and ask him about his shop, and so that's what we're about to do. So join us. He's got all kinds of old stuff, from Chevelles to 57s to Caddies to pickup trucks. He's got all kinds of stuff in the yard, so we're gonna go take a little yard walk and talk to him about his shop and what he does. So we've got one here that's turned into a fishbowl with all the rain up here. That's about an 84 El Camino, but it's not the SS. A lot of people are used to seeing the SS El Camino, and even though this has an SS hood on it, a cowl induction hood and some other stuff, it does not have the SS front on it. Got a really super sweet pickup truck. Some new fenders for the back. Really awesome patina on here. That's not rust, guys. There is some rust on it, but most of this is old paint. It's a 4-speed. Oh, it's a 5-speed. It's another project waiting to go. Interior's still there. It's got a nice seat, nice interiors. Got the old American wheels on it. And look at this. He's got all kinds of projects waiting here. He's got a big old K5 Blazer. Another Blazer. A couple square bodies. That's an old, is that a Triumph? I'm not sure. And a Mercury. And over there, another 4x4 square body. And we've got, I can see it back there, a Skylark. And that also looks like a 64 Chevelle. So that looks like a 64 Chevelle. In fact, it's kind of funny. I wonder if that is a 64. Because if the hood is any good, I know somebody who needs a 64 hood. Oops. And then a really nice 59 Caddy. Super nice 59 Caddy right here. Last on the road in 1999. Oh no, it's not the 59 because the back lights are different. If it was 59, it would have the bullets on there. So is that a 60 Coupe de Ville? I don't know. Is it a 60 Coupe? We'll find out. And of course back here we see a couple 57s. We see all kinds of bodies. And a 70 Chevelle. Looks like a 70 Chevelle. So let's go in and talk to Bennett himself.
glass work and all that. He had a big shop in Bay City, and then moved here in '76.
So you are Mr. Bennett Jr.
Yep. And I have a third.
And he's, so is this,
at the house sleeping right now.
is this a project that are you, for you,
No,
or?
I'm doing this. He's played NFL and all that, and I need to get this one done, but this one's going in Street Scenes magazine.
Okay, so it's actually built for, it's a magazine build.
Yeah.
And how many cars have you had in magazines over the years, you think? Couple?
Some of them, the yellow one was in it, and I did one, that was years ago, an old T-bucket, and that went in one, and this one, it's pretty much...
You build them for yourself as well, or?
Yeah, when I get time.
Which means you never have time because you're always building for somebody else.
This one's all, well, it's nasty right now.
So was one did he purchase this and then you're like basically making it to what he wants it to be?
Yep.
It was a hot rod before, right?
No, it was
okay.
an old...
Oh, so is this new paint?
Factory. No, this right here is actually going to be the color.
Okay.
Color. Painted up red, House of Colors.
Oh, gotcha.
Silver.
Gotcha.
And suicided the doors, put all new floors in it, molded in the rear fenders.
Did you
I put a 4.5-inch rake on the roof.
Okay.
I was getting suicided the doors. It's power trunk on it, and
the shaved, are the doors being shaved as well with the handles?
Yep,
okay.
They're all shaved. The fenders used to be 3 pieces. I made them into 1 piece on each, and the hood made it 1 piece instead of 2 pieces. And then he wants to put the headlights back on top.
The bezels.
And they're going to be Frenched.
Okay.
And everything else is going to have, it's got fuse wheels going on it, and everything's going to be...
So you say you're gonna stop doing the insurance work and go back to the fun, creative stuff. Yep. Is it just more fun and creative for you?
It is, but I did it for so many years.
Yeah, and like that's your forte.
Working on plastic cars makes it a lot harder.
I think
I've got a 41 I got to do for a guy up in Jacksonville.
I think there's getting to be a more of appreciation for you guys who build them as craftsmen now. Then like in the 80s we all did it. I mean, pulled engines, put a hoist on a tree. So pretty much back then everybody maybe not did it as good as others, but everybody kind of did it themselves. And now like you guys that are still left now, you're like the only ones that could do it. I mean, now these kids can't even use a manual shift, let alone you know, change a spark plug or their oil, let alone French in headlights. So
I started in '87 doing it.
So the appreciation is there.
This is one that I'm doing for myself.
Is this a square body? I noticed you have a lot of square bodies.
It's a 56.
Oh, okay.
That's actually a GMC, but I'm gonna convert it to Chevrolet.
Oh, okay. Right.
And I'm gonna do it.
I saw
with old school flames on it.
You have is that a 71 Skylark over there, or 70?
72.
72. Okay.
60,000 original miles.
So is that just waiting to be brought back to life a little bit?
His son's aunt, or his cousin, ran it into a pole down in New Smyrna, and they took off, moved somewhere, and he can't find the title.
Well, don't they still do the leans, the mechanic leans on that here in front?
Yeah, it's been sitting here for 8 years now, 9 years.
Wow.
I painted that one back in early 90s.
So that's like back in like, because I'm a high school 84 graduate, so early 90s there was a ton of them still around.
Yeah.
I mean, they were pretty popular because they were the guys that didn't get Chevelles. They went.
He went down south. They used to live down south, but then he went down to help a friend of his wife's and stuff. Her husband passed away and get everything,
Right.
and they wanted to. She was leaving the house, so they were cleaning it all up. So she wound up giving him that car.
Now is that is stock or?
Yeah, it's stock.
I mean, maybe wheels are different, or is it just
no,
bone? It's bone stock.
Just the way. It's
So yeah, it
from the
needs to
factory.
get put back to.
It had one paint job on it. That's still the original vinyl top that was on it.
And it hasn't rusted through.
And he got it. It had like 18-something thousand miles on it.
Wow.
And he worked for IFIS at University of Florida, and he just drove it to, and I think it's about 60,000 miles. But
Wow. I'll go over.
It's
We'll
just
take a
running
look
up
at
and
that real quick.
Yeah,
But-
and then other than that,
Let's
it's
say
a
you got-
53 panel flathead. I'm gonna leave it like that, just kind of
Just
clean it up. I just had bought that one not too long ago.
So it's got the patina on
I had
it.
it ready to paint about 2 years ago. The guy disappeared, couldn't find him. He finally come back, said, "Hey, do you want to buy it?" I said, "Yep."
Oh, there you go.
So I went down to almost South Miami to pick that 55 grill up. Bought it off of eBay for $21 back
That's
20 years ago.
I was gonna say the $21 now. It's like
Yeah.
cost more. Yeah, I'd pick it up even if I didn't have the vehicle for it. $21. And
And I had to get on that one, get it done.
and you're gonna leave the patina on that just the way it is, or you don't know?
No, I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint it, put nice wheels and tires on
Okay.
it, and I'm just gonna sell it to fund building my 56 project.
Gotcha.
That one's getting the LS put in it and all that. So.
And then what is this?
That is
that's
a
Ford.
55 Chevrolet hardtop. No post.
That looks like it did. That looks like
one's
one of
gonna
Wayne's
go
old
on-
cars from.
That one's gonna go on a Corvette chassis. I'm
Okay.
gonna keep that one, the 56 truck, and the 70 Chevelle.
And is it that Chevelle? What is it? Is that a big block car or 4-speed? Right now?
No, it's just I want to put a 4-speed in it.
Okay, it's going to become
Yeah,
one.
it's gonna be a 4-speed.
Yeah, who knew that a 6-cylinder, like 2-speed,
I think that was
70
like
Chev-
a
I'm the 30.
307 or
Right.
350.
But the
car.
307 cars, even back then, I mean, people would take the badge off, say, "I want you to know you had a 307," and now 307's worth more than a new Corvette
Yeah.
almost. If
Just
you have
about.
one that's in good shape. So this is really your forte. Then is just kind of this is okay, but best thing is working on the old stuff
Yeah.
and getting that running and
Yeah.
doing. Now you do everything. You do engine, chassis, everything. So
pretty much.
now are you open to other people coming and reaching out to you and saying, "Hey, you know, this is what I have, this I want," or will you just find it? Like if somebody comes and says, "I want a 55 Chevy, can you find me the car and build it?" Do you do that, or do you always do donor cars pretty much, or
Well-
somebody has to have the car?
Both ways.
Okay. Well, you'll find something.
Because I have sold them. I had a 70 Chevrolet panel truck, 3 doors, and guy had it, and he wanted me, you know, and I bought it from him because I had somebody that's been looking for one of them for a long time, and I wanted to redoing it and sell it.
Right. So, but you got some cars here that if somebody's interested in that wants to pay for it or whatever, then
Yeah, and there's
Other-
a 67 convertible Mustang, 71
now is that a
convertible.
64 Chevelle over there?
64 SS. I'm fixing to make a drag car out of it.
What do you do?
I'm gonna tear mine drag car apart.
Oh, you have a drag car over here.
Yeah, and
Now, where do you race at? Gainesville and down Bradenton way, or just
I just
or more street
I
fun?
just played, and I'm gonna make it street legal, but I just always played that
'Cause-
there at Gator Nationals.
I just found a gentleman about half an hour ago at a gas station up here who happens to have a 64 El Camino that is that he just got done, except he can't find a hood, and the hood he has is all ratted out with cancer, and because the 65 doesn't fit it.
Yep.
And I said I thought a 65 would fit, but he said nope. Right at the front they have a little lip thing or something, just a little bump there.
Yep.
And
I got another guy who's got a 65, but he needs a hood. Well, you're out of luck.
well, if you want to get rid of the 64, the gentleman I met this morning, who I didn't get his name because he was at a gas station with his wife.
But this is a true SS car too.
It is.
I've got all the badging, all the bumpers.
Now, it was a small block SS or the 396 SS? Because
no,
I know the 65s came with a 396.
Yeah, no, this is
the 327,
I
right?
think it was a 327. 283, 327.
Well, I mean, the nice thing is
I've got
the roof
for it. I got quarters for it. I got trunk pants. A guy out in Trenton started on it, and
it's still got the 1970s style wheels that they used to have when we were kids. So that is.
I used to have a set of them on my 78 Trans Am, almost like that.
And so that Skylark, that's the original color. That's silver. That's the one we were talking about.
Yep.
So, and it doesn't look.
Color. It's been painted one time back in, I think it was late 80s, early 90s.
And original hubcaps.
Yep.
Oh wow, beauty rings and everything on that. So, and then it just looks like it's getting a little bit there where everybody gets it.
Yeah.
Because of the roof on those, but
and
man.
When it came here, it still looked like the day he was driving it, but it's just been going to
after 8 years.
Yeah, it kept getting covered up.
Is this the cab that you're using on that?
Yeah, this is the cab I'm going to use on it. And
Okay.
then I'm going to take that, put it on that chassis over there, which a buddy of mine owes me some favors, so he's going to take it and get it all.
These K5s are just coming in age now too. That
I bought that one just because it has a LS in it.
Right.
With the all the motor mounts, all the adapter to go to like a 700 R4 or whatever you want to run. Plus it's got a external fuel pump and all that in it. So.
And then the old Mercury down there is just sitting there.
And that was the first car I ever bought new.
Really?
Trans Am.
What? Oh, that one? You still have the Trans Am?
Yeah, my oldest son wants to redo it and do the Bandit run.
There you go. So nice. And then this is the body that you're going to be using for your next hot rod.
Well, this one I'm building for a guy in Jacksonville. He's retired out of the military, but he also flew for years and years. He lives up there, but I've already built, I think, 3 or 4 cars for him. This is 1 year older brother than that one in there.
Okay.
But luckily, I have
all the sheet metal for it.
2 sets of doors, 2 sets of fenders, 2 sets of glass.
And what's this going to go on? What kind of a frame?
This is already got, the frame is done, motors in it and everything. It's a small block.
But it's just now do you dip them, or how do you set the body going to be on this one?
I had this one blasted about 6 years ago.
So welcome
but then
to
I
Florida.
run out of room to put stuff in it. So.
Well, definitely a cool yard. What's your race car over there?
It's just like an old Trans Am. Like
Oh, okay. Okay. 4th gen or 3rd gen?
Yeah. It's got a 406 500 shot of nitrous on it.
Oh.
Huh?
Good. Oh.
I might do with the door.
All right. Well, hey, sir. Appreciate.
All right.
So, every small town, you have no idea what you're gonna find. That's where these cars come from, because everybody works where they live, and
everybody tries to hide them away.
Yeah, and thank you for opening up a little bit. And if you guys want to get a hold of them, if they want you to build a car, you're probably a couple months, years behind.
Yeah.
But
a couple years and a couple months.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you know how to build them, because everybody wants you to be the guy. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate and I hope you guys enjoy this. If you like this kind of thing, please subscribe and put the like button. And one other thing we're going to promote is a car show that is a friend of yours who's putting it on because their son had died of cerebral palsy.
No, he has it.
He has it.
They're trying to do it.
Okay.
The awareness and all that about everybody.
So it's in North Central Florida, and it's April 30th of 2022. So that's basically about 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
And it is right off I-75. I saw the exit on here, exit 414. So if you're in South Georgia, if you're visiting anything,
414 is up by,
it's like Lake City. Yeah. So if you're on I-10, if you're in anywhere north, you could be at FSU, you could be here in Gainesville, you could be in Daytona, you could be anywhere north. Go up I-75, I-10. I think I-10 is like maybe an exit, maybe one or two past.
Probably.
So come down, support a cause, help them raise some money, show your car. They got bounce houses, everything else, guys. If you want more information on this, they have a phone number here, 352-278-7802. And it's called the Cystic Fibrosis Car Show and Swap Meet, formerly known as the Fort White Car Show. We are in Fort White right now. This is still Fort White. Oh, we're in High Springs. Fort White's about 4 miles that way.
Yes.
So thank you again, sir. Thanks for opening up. And this is Bennett's Paint and Body Shop. So if you're up here and you want a car done and you can wait about 3 years for it to be done right, then give him a holler. Thanks, sir. Have a great day.
Appreciate it.
Sometimes, guys, you see a car on the side. Literally, we were driving down this road right here, and I kept seeing that old Cadillac that's right over there. I kept seeing that 59 Caddy right there, or 60 Caddy, and I kept thinking, I gotta stop here. And I'm glad we did. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.